Hey, Jeannie Lynch jumping on real quick, getting ready to do a layup to tomorrow's interview. I'm going to be meeting with Messhed Media, and you're probably seeing quite a bit about Messhed Media showing up on your news feed, especially from me. So let me clear this up. I'm not getting paid to market Messhed Media. I truly am interested in helping this platform because I really believe in their mission. So let's stop there and talk about this mission, right? I am going to be the spokesperson for a million people out there who have got on YouTube because they felt like they had something they wanted to teach, a value in their information, a book, right? We add value. We're looking to connect to people who want to hear what we have and what we're offering the world, right? There's the people who entertain, there's the people who educate, there's the people who try to thrill, right? Thrill seekers. All are welcome. Messhed Media is setting up to be a platform for video content creators. But here's the difference. Okay, I just hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel. And you have to take a long pause and a deep breath if I told you just how many hours that I spent trying to get to that 1,000. And I'm not through the door yet. Now I have to get 4,000 watch hours and to be even monetized. Well, this is where we peel off and head down Messhed Media lane, okay? Messhed Media has been created with the creators in mind. So if I said to you, think about Netflix. Let's just go there for a second. Used to be $9 a month. I think it's $12 now. And the truth is, it doesn't matter how much it cost, I would pay it because I like not having any commercials and I like sitting and watching my shows, and there's so many choices. Absolutely what Messhed Media is going to do. It's going to be a subscription-based platform for content creators, but here's the cool thing. You're going to get paid when people watch your videos. So the platform feeds itself, which guess what? No commercials. So that's kind of the basics of how this works. But I'm going to get on tomorrow with Colton, and we're going to dive deep into how does the point factor work, how to upload a video. We're going to be answering some pretty tough questions too, like what's the future of this, shorts, social media, right? Down the road, what happens, right? Security, protection, all those questions we're going to dive into today on this interview. So stay looking and stay watching. And I will tell you, I'm really excited to start this conversation, to help this platform out. And for all the people who have worked with me, and, you know, if you're a video content creator, or hey, if you know somebody, please stay watching this interview. It's coming up next. Colton, yay! So happy you're here today, and I get to share you and your story about Messhed Media and answer some pretty interesting questions. I reached out to you to do this with me because I was so interested in your platform. I've been on your platform for over a month now, already seeing benefits, but I was getting a lot of questions from people that I was trying to bring in because I was so excited. And some of the answers I knew, some of them I didn't. So I reached out to you and said, will you help me do an informational video so we can get this out to more people? And then as people start Google searching, right, what is Messhed Media, there'll be this informational video to go. So I've already done the layup to you. And so I think I really want to start with having your audience, my audience, the audience get to know you personally a little bit and tell us how you kind of got here. So that would be the first open door I'd like to open for our people watching.
Absolutely. Excited to be here. So I basically started watching a lot of podcasts, and I could hear a trend going on where a lot of people were trying to start their own Patreons or start their own platforms outside of the normal popular platforms. A lot of these channels on YouTube would get demonetized and even shadow banned sometimes. And so that's where the whole idea of Messhed Media started. It was to create a place where people could still monetize their content and have a home for their content. So Messhed Media is going to gain traction through creators really working with their fans to create a community. So Messhed Media's goal is to give creators a home for their content, but also give creators the tools they need to become successful with their channel. including really like a social media aspect towards the video side. So
Okay.
you can really communicate with your fans and audience and create a really strong community on our platform.
So that I got to stop you right there again. That I didn't know that. So that's awesome. Okay.
Mhm.
That's like an added bonus for me. I've worked, as you know, so hard to get my YouTube, to get my community tab. Just got it
Mhm.
like 2 weeks ago. And now I can communicate. I don't have connection to social media. I can just communicate on that platform with my subscriber base. I can ask polling questions and the rest of it. That's like a whole new door opener. So does the client on your end, do I get that immediately once I start my channel?
Yeah, so actually, that is phase two of Mesh Media, and
Okay,
we're
good.
actually developing that right now as we speak. So we've released phase one, which is the video platform. And then in phase two, we're developing the social media aspects.
Got it.
So right now, they're being built and will be implemented as they are complete.
So I know the process for getting online is really easy. I went through my own process of creating my account. I did see to the side where I can have so many accounts. Can you take the audience there and explain that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So on Mesh Media, you have one account and you get access to the social media side and the video channel side. And you can have up to 5 video channels for every account.
Wow. So no, you don't. It is 9.99 right now, I think, on the platform US, right? Funds,
Correct.
and that comes out monthly. And this opens the door to how this point system works. And we're gonna answer those questions in a second. So that 9.99 allows me, Jeannie Lynch, my account, to have 5 other accounts underneath me, and with those I have social media feeds too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so I know tons of people who have different channels too. So, okay, I'm excited to hear about that. So let's get into the points and because that's the part, right? We're talking about not having to wait. We're talking about making points. And I think I've said 1,000 times on all the things that I've been noticing about you that I put up my videos just to start, being on the platform, and I was rebranding my products. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. And I already know that I don't have to pay the 9.99 for the next 4 or 5 months because my point system is up because people have started watching my videos. There's not a
Mhm.
lot of people on the platform right now, so I can only imagine that that will go up, right? So take us
Correct.
and explain the points and the cost to this platform. People really want to know that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mesh Media points are equivalent to 1 US cent.
Got it.
So for every 1 point is 1 cent.
Got it.
And it just makes everything easier to be dealt with in one. Instead of having a currency for every country, we just have a point system, and everybody uses the 1 point system. So the
And is
one
a point a
one.
minute?
Sorry.
Is a point a minute of video, or is it how do you connect the value of what the
So
point is?
basically, we take their membership and we split it between each of the videos that they've watched during the month, and then each video gets a portion of their membership, the viewer's membership.
Right.
Sure.
Take the people through the differences between how you can get monetized on those platforms to this one. I think people want to know that one too.
Sure. So because we have a membership on our platform, um, every channel on Mesh Media is instantly monetized.
Got it.
So there's not a process where you have to get 1,000 subscribers or any of these um, restrictions on how long it takes to get monetized on these platforms.
Yeah.
With Mesh Media, it's instant. So theoretically, within minutes of uploading your first video, you could be earning Mesh points.
Got it. Now there's a way to cash those points out or not leave them in, and it can actually be a transferred balance. Can you explain that? I haven't taken
Yeah.
advantage of that yet, but down the road when I'm, rolling in it.
Mhm. So basically, Mesh Media has a minimum withdrawal of $30.
Got it.
So once you've passed 3,000 Mesh points, which is equivalent to $30, you can request a withdraw. And then the withdraw will take a few days to process, but we'll transfer your Mesh points to US dollars.
Very cool. So that opens up the door. Of course, don't get upset with me for asking, but people are going to want to know security, right? You've got my credit card there, that. So are there beautiful systems in place to protect and secure the content creators' information?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we don't use any payment systems of our own.
Okay.
We use third-party payment systems. For example, for when you pay your membership, we use Stripe. So they process all of our payments, and all of our credit card information is stored with them and not on our platform.
Perfect.
And then when we pay out with PayPal. So right now, and eventually there'll be more withdraw options, but as of right now, we just have PayPal for withdraw.
Got it. Are you ready to talk about the elephant in the room? Stay listening. It has to do a little bit with the algorithms. And I think we talked a little bit offline about this too. Everybody, every platform, right? You can go on YouTube and algorithms, and it's like every day it's changing. And I think what you were saying offline was that as more viewers come, then the algorithm will be built because that's what an algorithm does. Is that the way you've explained it to me?
Yeah, so basically algorithms learn from inputs that viewers and creators are clicking and what they're doing on the platform.
Got it.
So the more the people join the platform, the more the algorithms will learn what people are looking for and what they want to click on next.
Got it. Okay, so that makes sense. So down the road, this is something that we would have we, see how I said we? Sorry about that. I feel so involved in what you guys are doing. Down the road, you'll have more information and that will be shared and we can kind of learn with you.
Yeah.
Take us to the guidelines that you guys will have in place so that, again, for the viewer who felt like you did when you were taking notes, can feel served.
Absolutely. So the guidelines on Mesh Media are pretty simple. We have a much more flexible guideline for creators because we aren't monetizing our videos with advertisers.
Got it.
Guidelines on platforms that aren't monetized.
Okay.
So a lot of the platforms nowadays are monetized through advertisers, and Mesh Media has similar guidelines to platforms that don't have monetization at all, because those platforms, their guidelines are built around the community, and that's more what Mesh Media's guidelines are built around.
Got it.
We're not building our guidelines to please the corporate advertisers, or we're building our guidelines to make sense for the creators.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's what our guidelines are.
Another pain point that Mesh Media is solving for you creators out there. Have you ever felt that you didn't really have the ability to create what you wanted to create because you knew you had to follow trend to make sure that the platform was pushing out what you were creating? I think we've all been there. Let's keep listening to more great ideas from Meshed Media. So Colton, we're going to end this interview with just what I think we both the reason we wanted to connect to today, right? I wanted to be speaking for the content creator, and I think you wanted to talk basically from the creator standpoint of Mesh Media. And here we are, we're coming around the final 220, we're wrapping up this interview. I want to make sure that this question gets asked. I've got this huge group of people that I do YouTubes with, and right? If you want you get your community. You're talking about Mesh Media doing this, right? It's another platform that you're building a community, and I've got all these communities on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and here's another platform. It seems somewhat overwhelming, but I also note I've put so much time and energy into my content creating, and I just want to be seen. I want to be heard, and I want to be recognized, and I want to be compensated. So when I think about what the creator wants to know, that's it. So I've been talking to people and commenting on their YouTube videos saying, check out Mesh Media. And I've been emailing during the day. So if you're watching this and you're one of these people who've received that kind of information from me, I'm really only doing it because I've got you at heart and I want to share this good news. So what's kind of the promise to them, as they move over and start a new community and stuff? What would you want those people to know? Because I am that person and I'm representing those people, the content creator. What's your grand gesture right now for Messhed Media?
Absolutely. So, a big thing that we're a problem or a big problem we're solving with Mesh Media is that we're going to be meshing Mesh Media, all of Mesh Media together. So we're bringing the aspects of social media and video platforms, and we're going to be meshing the most important aspects of internet media together. So we're really going to be saving creators a lot of time from trying to post to each platform. It'll kind of be a central platform for everybody to post all of their different kinds of content into one place.
Got it.
Mesh Media is a community-based membership platform. So you're not trying to build a membership community based around just your content.
Got it.
So
Good
Mesh Media supports creators with a membership, but it also isn't just to one creator. So when a viewer watches different creators' videos, their membership gets split between each video that they watch each month.
Got it.
So you're not building your own community. You're being supported by all of Mesh Media's community.
I love it. So we're going to help you, and we're going to share this video with someone that we think needs to hear this because they're on TikTok or they're on YouTube and they're starting there and they want to. Okay. I've been thinking of, the gamers and the musicians because I know what I want to consume. So I've tried to think of those people that I follow, right, that are out there because I want to come to this platform and I want to see singers and I want to see, people who cook and creatives and artists and stuff like that. Think of those people. Who is Mesh Media for?
Yeah, so Mesh Media is for people who are trying to create a community around their content. People that are looking to monetize outside of what the guidelines say they're allowed to monetize. Mesh Media is all about giving the creator the power back in creating. So we want to be able to give you the opportunity to be as creative as you want, so that you connect with your fans. I think when creators are trying to create content that follows the guidelines, they don't necessarily create the content that they envisioned. They modify it to form around what the advertisers want them to have in their content.
Hey, thank you, Colton, for taking good time out of your busy day. I've certainly enjoyed getting to know you better and hearing your backstop story. If people have any questions, I'm just going to tout you for a second. The part that I'm blown away from in the beginning, as you know, got on your platform, I emailed you because the buttons weren't all working yet early on, right? So I'm one of your original creators. And all of a sudden I get an email from you, personal email for you in my email saying, "Hey, Jeannie, thanks for reaching out." That's the part that pulled me right in. I'm like, wow. And I have been, we'll call it selling you. I have been referring this platform to other people. And I'm literally saying, and I can connect you to the creator. So I think that's a huge thing right now as you're building this platform. So I want to tout and let people know that you have been amazing with making appointments and calls and the rest of it to the people that have these questions. We created this video so that people would have a place to go. It doesn't stop here, people. So people who are watching, this is a good place. This is going to be out on social media for people to ask more questions too. So if you have a questions for Colton or Mesh Media, this would be the post to do that. And we are going to continue to answer questions out for the people so we can get this platform out there. So thank you for your time today. Really
Absolutely.
Okay. So bye, everyone. Hey, Colton and I want to thank you for your time today and let you know that all links are absolutely in the description and we'll be answering your questions in this post. Have a great day. Happy creating. Bye now.